What was the? It was Mazda. That's what it was.
Zoom, zoom. Yeah, zoom, 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 zoom.
I
Zoom,
found-
zoom, zoom. Zoom, zoom, zoom. That's it.
And there's the kid that's just there, and he's just like, zoom, zoom.
Exactly. And
Just
that's the
whispers
show.
it.
Everybody save before quitting. And we'll see.
That's the reason why so many adults now like ASMR. They watch those commercials so much that it became a thing. They're like, ooh, that was soothing. That's weird. Why did we like that? And then ASMR blew up. Tell me I'm wrong. There's a correlation there. It went up from that point.
I thought, I didn't know you were leading into ASMR. It sounded like you were about to be like, and that's why so many adults now like ass. Because it starts with ASMR, so it sounded a little bit like ass.
Nah, man. That's weird. I don't know. I'm tired today. I lifted again for the first time in a couple weeks because
for the first time.
well, yesterday was the first time, but I didn't say it on. I said it on the Patreon podcast, which you need to go to subscribe because there's 4 coming this month. So go do that. Early
You might
ad
wanna-
hashtag.
You might want to do that.
Yeah, it's a good episode that's going up. Technically yesterday for you people that are listening now. I keep forgetting that it's Wednesday because it feels not like Wednesday.
My head is cold. It's cold in this basement. Hold on.
It's almost like you got a hoodie.
I know. Hold on. Let's do the whole
Dude.
show like this.
Lord Vader. You look like the evil version of Kermit the Frog from the Muppet movie.
Do it. Do it.
He knows the thing. He knows when Star Wars happened. Yeah, man.
What happened?
Dude, I went to the movies
Mm-hmm.
and I saw a movie. I was gonna see Avatar on Monday. You know, on Monday when people are back to work and shit. Some people aren't and have off still.
Weren't.
Most people weren't in work, but some people were. And I went to see the Avatar movie, and it was fully sold out for the entire day. Like every time slot was sold out, and I'm like, well, I gotta see something. I want to go out and watch a movie.
Mm-hmm.
So I went in and I saw The Whale with Brendan Fraser.
I saw you talking about that.
My dude,
Was it good?
this movie is so sad.
Oh shit.
Like
Sad,
it is,
but good though, right?
it is a phenomenal movie, and it's great to have Brendan Fraser back on the big screen instead of just TV. Because he's done a couple TV spots here and there as he's been coming back into the public eye, but this is his first movie in like years because of what happened, and he got like kicked out of Hollywood and shit for some stupid bullshit. But now that he's back,
I didn't know anything about that. Like, what happened?
yeah. I don't know the specifics, but we're gonna do it right now because we have the technology.
We do.
What
Nectology.
happened to Brendan Fraser? What happened to Brendan Fraser? It is believed that Fraser was blacklisted by Hollywood because he claimed he'd been sexually abused by the former president of Hollywood Foreign Press Association, Philip Burke. And when he came out about it, they blacklisted him.
See, talk
Yeah.
about the higher ups.
But now he's back, and that movie. Here's the thing: you got to see the movie because it makes you think about life in a different way, and you feel so bad for every character that's on the screen. Not a single character that shows up do you not feel bad for by the end of the movie, and it's like it's like an empathy bomb. Like if you're a good human being and you can feel empathy, you're just gonna be like the whole time just like getting your energy sucked out of you, like Cell just stabbed you in the back and is sucking you.
Yeah, so
What?
Cell sucking me.
Gross.
There's a penis down here.
I'll do his voice from Dragon Ball Abridged. That's gross. What the fuck? If you haven't seen Dragon Ball Bridge, you're missing out on some good shit.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
But yeah, man, it's been a very slow week though. How about you? How's your week going? You're still not back in work yet, right?
Yeah, I went back yesterday.
That was the.
I wish I wasn't.
I forgot it was this week that you guys went back. I thought it was dumb brain.
I wish. Now I'm back. I've been back working, and now I'm but I've been back to the gym as well. So I'm also just as tired as you.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's the usual new year, new me people in there. And
dude,
I pulled into the parking lot and I'm like, why are there so many cars in here?
Yeah.
It was packed. I was like, it never, ever, ever looks like this. But it's fine. I know how this goes. They'll be gone by March.
Yeah. The thing is with it, it's like, I don't want to be that guy. Like, there's this dude on TikTok by the name of Joey Swole, who's just like this insanely large, buff dude. Mm-hmm. And he's like, comes at people for making videos of other people at the gym, pretty much, like, without their consent. Right. And he's like, you're a piece of shit. This is gym etiquette. And like, teaches gym etiquette, pretty much. And he's like, very much like, don't shit on them, because if you help them or try to help them, then maybe they stay at the gym. And I'm like, I agree with that. It's cool to be like nice and whatnot, you know. But at the same time, I can only watch so many people do the assisted pull-up machine as a leg workout so many times before I'm like, I'm not helping you. There's a sign right there that tells you how to use this, and you're not doing it the right way.
It's a diagram of the person doing it.
Yeah, like, and then if there's not the diagram, you have a cell phone. It's 2023, baby. You gotta do that shit now. And I'm like, literally, I saw this lady, and she's on the assisted pull-up, which, if you don't know what it is, there's just some solid bars at the top, and then there's this little pad that you can like put up if you want to. Yeah. You put weight on the machine so that it pretty much lowers how much weight you're lifting up with your arms, if that makes sense. Like, it like makes you weigh less, kind of. Right. I think that makes sense. The best way to put it. But this lady is just putting her arms on the side, like where the dip area is, or like just like the arms to get up, and just her upper body is staying completely still, and she's just kangaroo legging up and down with both legs and feet on the goddamn pad. And I'm like,
the hell is that?
People put their bare skin on this. You're not wiping it down. I don't know.
Yeah, they're not.
She just looked like she looked like she was on a pogo stick. And I was like, what do you think this is accomplishing?
How do you think this works?
I'm already socially inept. I'm not trying to correct someone how to use a fucking gym machine when I go there.
Listen,
I was also called a slur today, which was a fun thing. Yeah.
Sir, were you called the N-word?
No, I was called the F word.
What?
Yeah.
That's like up there. That's the one of the ones.
I went to the bathroom to, you know, relieve oneself prior to workout, because, you know, you don't want to be like and then bad times. And I would go to wash my hands, and there's just like 95-year-old dude next to me, like like mouth breathing, pretty much.
Was he a big guy, or
like not like swole, but like big?
Well, that's what I mean, like big, like wide man?
Bigger, yeah, wide probably is the best way to say it. And he's just mouth breathing next to me on the other fucking sink, and he sees that I have my nails painted now, and he just goes under his breath and says the word as he's walking away, and I have my headphone like right here, and I'm pretty sure he's just stupid and didn't realize it was not covering my ear, so I just like got all of it, and I'm like, and I just look over at him as he's walking out, and he puts his jacket on, and he sees that I'm looking at him, and he just walks out.
I thought you were gonna say I looked over at him and he doubled down, like he said it to your face.
No, if that would have happened, I would have laughed probably, just because, like, hey man, I know you're gonna be that abysmal at that age. It's fine. You grew up in a different time where you only knew how to be a piece of shit. So Can't teach an old dog new tricks.
You damn kids and your music.
Damn, man. It was very funny, though. It was very good to fuel the workout a bit, to say the least. You know, you lift a little bit like
punch this
harder.
old man in the face.
Yeah, you know, you get that little bit of adrenaline spike in you, especially when you have pre-workout in your system at the same time. And I'm like, oh yeah, this is gonna be a good day. And it was. It was a good day. My shoulders hurt like fuck. I've been doing this machine, the chicken dance machine, you know?
That's
the one where you don't want to be a duck machine.
You come up like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was just doing that, and like I was doing it at like 20 pounds, so it was nothing. Like it's literally nothing. It's like 10 pounds on each arm technically. But I did it until I couldn't.
Till failure.
And
that's how you cut.
I did that 4 times over the course of the whole entire sitting there. So needless to say, tomorrow I'm not going to be able to do this motion at all. Which is great, because I work from home and I do my little typey thing.
There you go.
And I just copy and paste. You don't need to use your shoulders when you copy and paste for a living.
Like I'm calling out, I strained my fingers working.
My fingers do be getting like some pain as of late when like doing like lat pull downs or something, like the grip on it. After a while, my hand just like, I become Captain Hook and
claw, yeah.
I'm like, ugh, and I have to like break it back, which is not fun. Yeah, man.
What workout was I doing? I think I was doing pull-ups one time, and I think I was gripping so hard, like to get like those last like couple. And when I came back down, our hands were like this, and I was like, I felt like I couldn't, like I had to like really sit there and like slowly bring my fingers back out.
It hurts like a bitch too.
Yeah.
Like it's not like oh my god, I'm writhing in pain, but it's like this is a different pain that I would like to never experience again. Please and thank you, and then you do it again. But
either that or it's like, man, my fingers are going to be so strong. Fingers are going to have like biceps. That, and then yeah, exactly.
Like SpongeBob. Yeah, but
yeah, I was in there today, and I'm doing some back workouts after I did like biceps. So I'm like, the machine where you kind of, it's like a platform you stand on, and the weight is below you, and you bring it up to your chest. And like bang, bang. So I'm doing that, and I'm just looking up because in this LA Fitness, like the second floor has all the cardio stuff, the bikes, and the treadmills. And typically there's a couple being used. At the time I go, it's like right before rush hour, so it's not like crowded. It's just a good, like a handful of people in there. But today I look up and it's like I felt like I was in a coliseum and the audience was up top, because every single treadmill, bike, elliptical, all full. I was like, this never happens. Who are you? The Patrick meme. Who are you people?
It's always like that with like bigger name gyms. I've noticed. Like I've done like a couple like, you know, mainline gyms in my day, and around this time of year would always be that way. For some reason, the gym that I currently go to, like there's definitely more people, but it's not like that.
Yeah.
Where it's like, holy shit, all these people. It's like, oh, there's like maybe 5 or 6 more people than there is usually. And I don't know if it's because it's a Republican ass fucking gym. Fucking people did their research before getting their passes, unlike someone. So that sucks, but it's fine. I don't know. It's nice to say the least. Besides the few people that I'm looking at use machines wrong, I'm like, whatever. I get in and get out. Look at the ground. That's it.
I mean, I don't want to like diminish people. Like some people making a resolution and getting in there and working out. That's a big deal. It takes a lot. Like, because just getting in the gym to me is 95% of it. Once you're in there, you're in there. Just do your shit. You know what I mean? So for me, I'm looking at it like, all right, well, I'm only this like jaded about it because of all the years I've been going to the gym. It's the same thing. But if we were to get to like July and it stays this crowded, it won't. But if it did, I'd be like, all right, well, that's cool. All these people stayed dedicated.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, if it happens, that's awesome.
Yeah.
But it doesn't happen. It doesn't happen every single year. So, like, we don't need to try and expect anything.
It's like, I want to believe in you guys. I really do.
I'm fine with, like, 3 or 4 people staying, you know? Like, as long as there's a few that I'm like, oh, you were a New Year's person and you stuck with it, and I can, like, recognize, like, that's when they started coming, I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah. That's fine. But, like, Jesus Christ. Fucking gyms are bad at this time of year.
Just like, I don't, and not to be, we'll get the show started. I promise we talk about video games.
Yeah, we're talking about working out on a video game podcast. This is great.
Everybody left already. It's fine. It's just
I was gonna say,
show now.
Yeah, it's fine.
Like, when I'm in, it's fine if you're like, take it seriously though, because like, don't go in there and take up like space. Get off my machine.
Yeah. Like, it's not even like a get off my machine thing. I'm annoyed with the amount of technology we have that even if you don't know how to use a machine, you're not on YouTube immediately like looking it up. You know what I mean? Like, I could see you fidgeting or texting, or like you're picking your new song and like that's what you're doing instead of like going to YouTube. This machine is called this. How do, and then 30-second video, watch it, then do your fucking sets. I don't like that. Just get on with it. Get on with the show.
Yeah. I literally saw, like, it was these 2 kids, not kids, but younger guys, maybe like late teens. And
those whippersnappers.
Yeah, those damn kids on my lawn.
The damn youths.
Over in there where like all the dumbbells are. And they're literally like on one of the sit-up benches, literally just leaning on it and talking, and they're just scrolling on their phones. I'm like, what? Like, move! Like, what are you doing? You're not doing anything. Kids in your damn pajama pants.
Yeah,
that's all I know. Is hoodies and pajama pants.
I don't know about pajamas to the gym. Like, the most I'll do is sweatpants, but I can't do pajamas. That's like. That right there is a choice. Like, jeans is a thing where I'm like, I can forgive you wearing jeans because you're coming from work. There's not, like, it's a funny meme to joke about, but like, I can at least understand that one. If you're walking in with your Rick and Morty fucking PJ pants and your Power Ranger PJs, like, no. Come on. Get the fuck out.
You're just here.
Yeah, you're just here because you wanted a space because the mall kicked you out or some bullshit.
Your dad has a family plan in the gym and y'all abused it to bring all of you come in here to work out.
It's right next to the Taco Bell.
Exactly.
Yeah. I guess it's time to talk some games.
I guess. I like how we get to that now, and it's just like, I guess we gotta talk about video games.
Yeah. I mean, there's not much in terms of news, but we do have some games to talk about, and I played a couple this week that one of which I said I was supposed to play, and I did. And I have formed an opinion.
Here we go.
Play the intro.
Start the show.
Zoidberg here. Zoidberg here. You gotta pinch your cheek. That's how they do it.
Wow, it does work.
That's and then crazy. If you go up high like this, it's Smee from Peter Pan. Oh, Captain Hook.
It's amazing what the body can do.
Yeah, you cheat it. It's a nice little cheat.
Just pinch your cheek, and then you sound like you, or you could do Droopy Dog. Remember Droopy Dog back in the Hanna-Barbera days?
I do.
That's both Jowls.
So, do they really do that to do that voice?
Yeah, it's in a documentary.
Its fucking mouth has to like hurt.
Yes.
Your cheek has to have like permanent pinch marks on it.
Oh yeah. But it's the life of a voice actor. I wish I had that. That'd be great.
You got time.
Yeah.
Start working on it.
Yeah. I gotta do the fucking God of Pooh.
God of Pooh. That's right.
Yeah,
Oh,
gotta work that on. I'll start doodling it.
I saw a Winnie the Pooh shirt that said "No bothers given," and I loved it. I was like, I want that shirt.
He's just got like the shades on, leaning back with the fucking fat J in his paw, I guess.
Just imagine Winnie the Pooh just like, oh, Piglet, I don't give a bother. All right. Bother me? No, bother you. Get out.
Would I bother you for another order from Taco Bell? Go get me my food. Go.
Get the bother out of my hut.
I don't think I'm high enough to do the actual Winnie the Pooh.
Winnie the Pooh.
Winnie the Pooh voice.
The boy, huh?
Boy. Boy.
What is this show? What are we doing?
I think it's you this week.
I'm gonna just go in. Level up, gamers. Welcome to episode.
It's episode 110.
Welcome to Save Before Quitting. I am your host, Ant, and with me, as always, is the one and only.
I'm Chris. Hi, how you doing?
The one
We're
and
in
only
episode.
I'm Chris. Hi, how you doing?
Yeah, level.
It's episode 110.
And then you could put like you saying the actual number, like 45, like over top of it or something like that.
45.
Nah. I
No,
think it's like 120.
I'm just gonna find out what episode it is.
It's episode
120,
110.
isn't it?
It can't be 120. It's no way it's 120.
112.
It's episode 110.
It's 110.
Oh,
110.
there we go.
Episode 1.
It's episode
I
110.
said that the whole time. That was what I was saying the whole time. There's some editing for Ant in the future to do, maybe if he wants to, probably not.
What? Which editing? No,
Just change it out so I say that time every single time.
It's 110. Yeah, no, it's like episode 110.
It's episode 110.
Save letter B number 4 quitting on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube.
Titty.
Shout out to
The Titty Gang.
Titty Gang for life.
Hell yeah.
SaveBeforeQuitting.com. Get all that merch. Got that good old merch on there. Good stuff. Good merch. SaveBeforeQuitting@gmail.com. If you would like to email us, we accept any and all emails. Fill it with your well wishes or not so well wishes or insults or
Sponsors.
Name call sponsors. Those two.
We've gotten 2 already. So
We do.
we're doing one of the 2 probably.
We're definitely going to do one of the 2, even though one would be really fun if we could pull it off. I don't know.
If we could pull it off on short notice, that'd be dope. But I don't think we can.
I don't think we can. Not with we already ran out of time pretty much by the time this comes out.
We should do it just not for the money.
Do it for free. I'll do it
Like-
for free, chicken.
We'll just be like, fuck that company. They didn't give us enough time. We're gonna make our own Hello Fresh. We're gonna be Schmello Schmesh.
Terrible.
And then we'll just get like some cheap stuff. I don't know.
Do you remember
Improv's on low tonight.
We're on it. We got this. Do you remember the Dave Chappelle joke, the stand up, where he was like, I'll do it for free, chicken?
I don't know of that one specifically, no.
He said how black people get profiled for liking chicken and fried chicken and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just like he was like have you ever eaten fried chicken? Like, what? How can you profile us for that? He's like, fried chicken is delicious. Like, who doesn't like it? Like, why are we get a bad rap for that? He was like, if fried chicken wanted a sponsorship, something like that, he was like, I wouldn't even charge him. I'll do it for free, chicken.
God damn.
Like,
I gotta go watch old Chappelle shit.
Yeah, it's definitely old. It was like early 2000.
Damn.
Anyway.
Chappelle show. Chappelle show.
Ow. Discord. Join us on Discord if you haven't.
Forgot we were doing the podcast for a second there.
No. This is like half a Patreon episode.
Yeah. We're in Patreon mode just because we have
are.
to make like a couple more.
We do. Join us on the Discord. It's a fun time in there. can join the conversation, be a part of the show. Speaking of being a part of the show, we also have a Patreon. If you didn't know, as we just said, got a Patreon, 3 tiers. Join the highest tier, you can be on the show once a month. We just did a jump start to the Patreon. Got 4 episodes on Patreon coming this month, not including the one where it's the community episode. So I guess that technically will be 5 episodes this month. No,
I mean that's
not 5.
The main episode.
The main,
yeah. You get a lot this month, so join up, baby.
Join up. It's a good time.
It's gonna be a good time.
In the bios.
Yeah.
Instagram, Twitter, the website. Do all the stuff. Go to our Discord. What?
You've already said a couple of those.
I know. I'm saying that's where they can find all the links and bios. And stuff.
Gotcha.
Keep up. What's up with you?
Well, you said go to the Discord. I'm like, you already did that part.
That's where they can find the links to everywhere else.
The Discord, you could find the links to everywhere else.
If you go there and say something about it, we're in there. We'll give it to you.
That's a good point. Yeah.
I mean, you can go there for everything.
Yeah. True. It's true. He's right. He's right.
You could be a new member, join the Discord, literally get into Discord and in the chat and just type Patreon ? There are 3 people at least will just bombard you with links.
Hell yeah. Some of them pornographic.
Yeah, so you got that to look forward to.
Maybe. I don't know.
Fun. Now on to business matters. Chris. What did you play this week?
Goofy showed up now.
Yeah, sometimes he stops by.
Next week, we gotta do Donald Duck. Then we'll do Sora the next week after that. We'll just keep doing game character impressions, singing the song. That'd be kind of fun. If we were to do impressions of game characters singing that.
I'm trying to think of who I could do, what voice I could do.
You could do Mario easily.
Chris Pratt.
What did you play this week?
Chris Pratt's clearly having a bad day.
Yeah. What did we play this week?
I'm Star-Lord.
I'm Star-Lord. Fuck. I played a decent bit this week. The usual suspects of Overwatch and Fortnite have been in my rotation, obviously. I've ranked up a couple times in both support and damage in Overwatch, which feels good. Still not out of silver, but here's the thing. I want to get to at least gold by the end of this season, so that next season when I do my placements, it like looks at them and like my past rank, and it's like, okay, well at least start you at gold, you know?
Right.
And then I can try and, you know, raise the ranks and become a professional Overwatch person, maybe. I don't know.
Once you raise the ranks, you can raise the roof.
That too. They should make an emote of that. That'd be a good emote. But yeah, and that in Fortnite, not much going on at the moment. In the Fortnite world, it's kind of just like it's the beginning of the new season. There's really not much happening story-wise yet. Everyone's kind of just getting their bearings so far and like unlocking the new map, and the Christmas event just happened, so like they're kind of just in this lull period of like we don't have any big, you know, partnerships coming out with skins or anything. It's just every other day they'll put out new skins and they're not that special, so pretty good.
Got it. Right.
Other than that, I played completely through the campaign of Injustice 2. I re-downloaded it because I was like, why not? And all of my save data from my PS4 version was still there, so that was pretty cool. I didn't realize it was going to do that. But I just played through the story because I really like the world of Injustice. I've read most of the comics up till like 2 years ago, probably, so not super recent on them. But yeah, I just like the world and the ideas behind it of like, what if Superman was just like, nah, fuck this bullshit, I'm taking over now. And the campaign in 2 is great. So yeah, I literally just casually ran through it in like 2 nights. It's not hard to do at all because it's, you know, it's a fucking fighting game. There's not much story you can do in like a whole entire campaign based game. It's maybe like 6 to 7 hours, depending on if you win all your fights or not. But it was just a like nice, quick, fun run through. And then what else did I play? I think that might be it on the gaming side of consoles. But I did hop on over to my mobile device.
Uh-oh.
And I played Marvel Snap.
Oh, snap.
Now, Brett from Haptic Intel is a huge fan of Marvel Snap, so much in fact that he got his co-host, who was in the same boat as me, of never wanting to even touch it or play it. He got his co-host to play it, Josh, and Josh fell in love with it until about 3 days later, where he said, "Never mind, I take all of my good things back about this game." I played it. It's incredibly simple. Especially even for like a card game, like it's the only thing that doesn't make sense to me. Like, you can level up your cards and like make them look cooler, I guess. I don't really understand why that's important or why that's fun to do, to level up cards, because it's not making their abilities change at all. It's just a cosmetic thing. So it's like, I don't care that I made this Iron Man, instead of being a regular looking card, now like his hand that was like cut off originally by like the border is outside of the border and it breaks the border. Well, I don't care. That's whatever.
Awesome.
Yeah. And then it gets 3D, and then it looks like a 3D. It's not that good, to say the least. It's simple. It's easy to get into. They make you play bots for like way too fucking long, to the point where it becomes just boring to play, because you can't tell when you're switching actually to real people. I've lost only 2 games, and I've played probably a total of like 25 or 28. And I feel like I've moved on to real people, but I can't tell. I just can't tell at all, and it's not entertaining.
Damn.
I don't see the purpose. I don't see why people are loving it so much, besides the fact that it's just Marvel. Like, I think it's just
it and see how it treats me.
I mean, here's the thing. It's a fine phone game. Like, I would leave it on my phone and like pick it up every once or twice, like if I'm bored at work or some shit and I don't want to watch TikTok, I'll just be like, yeah, sure, I'll pop in a game of Marvel Snap. But it's not like breathtaking gameplay or like, holy shit, that was a close one. Like, it's always you're either winning by a shit ton or you fuck up one time and then the game is just over. And the card art so far, for me at least, is just all the same, and it's not that really different or fun. And
more like card fart
podcast title. Marvel Snap card fart. But yeah, man, I just don't see the overall long-term appeal of it. Like, I can't see myself playing this for more than 20 minutes at a time. And I mean, as far as like your battery life for your phone goes, doesn't drain your battery, so that's nice. It's just nice. It's just tedious. That's it. It's just a tedious game to keep you not bored for short periods of time. Yeah,
understood.
Yeah, understood. That's all I got this week. I didn't really do much else. Kind of just been chilling after I watched The Whale, and I'm just like mentally scarred. So
it happens. I played more what's that game called? I played the same game I said last week. That's lazy podcasting. I'm sorry. What the fuck is that game called?
I don't remember what it was called. Something on the Switch, I know.
Time Spinner on my Steam Deck.
I thought it was a Switch-esque
game. I played more of that. I jumped into some Vampire Survivors randomly. Like, I haven't had a moment lately to like dive into games. So whenever I do have a moment, I either don't have a long enough free window, or my brain is fried enough from the day that I don't feel like thinking or taking over a game that's like encompassing. I just want something like brain dead I can just press buttons to.
I mean, it makes complete sense to me.
Like, there's games I bought. Y'all saw all of them in the Figure Fridays and if you join the Discord in the weekly pickups. But I've touched out of all those games.
Mm-hmm.
I've touched 3.
It's not terrible though. You are playing more games than usual in theory, because your average was I didn't play anything this week for a while.
It was.
So you're kind of raising that average back up, you know. But
it's insane. Like being an adult is such a mind fuck, because it's like if I were a kid with this much access, I'd be losing my mind.
true.
Like, I'd be playing it hours on hours and like nonstop. I was doing that then with what I was given. So now that I have resources and access and money, like I could just get whatever. It's just like I don't either have the time or the capacity or the patience by the time I can sit and play something.
Maybe mobile gaming is for you.
No, I refuse. No, I don't. All right, I don't say it like that. I don't refuse it, but I do still have gamer pride.
I don't know what that has to do about mobile games. There's some good mobile games.
I'm not saying
Plus,
it's not. Not that there's anything wrong with mobile games. What I'm saying is my pride resides in the fact that I have all these other games I should be playing.
I feel you. In theory, you could play them on your phone. Somehow. Probably.
I'm sure I could work that out, but
Yeah.
that's the time to figure that out.
All that time you used downloading all those games, you should have just been binging one.
Yep. Why I buy this damn Switch, this Steam Deck dock? I'll never hook it up. I'll never sit and play it in front of a screen.
That's a good point.
Well, no, to be real, the real reason I got the dock was for like later streams or when we put up content, it's easier to hook it up without having to fumble with that HDMI dongle thing. This is how we played the Steam Deck on the TV during those streams. This little HDMI dongle situation, USB-C thing.
That was a lot, and then it was also trying to get all the controllers hooked up, which weren't wanting to work with us for some reason. But
it's us.
It's the Steam Deck, though, man. That Steam Deck is the best thing that's happened. Honestly, best gaming moment of 2022. The Steam Deck. Fuck Elden Ring. It's the Steam Deck.
Yeah. The Steam
Just
Deck
because
is a game changer.
It's literally everything you ever wanted in a handheld thing, which is insane.
Yeah.
It can be every single game ever. And you can just keep bumping up your fucking storage. Or like change out your micro SDs if you fill it, which if you fill it, Jesus Christ, but goddamn.
Yeah, but then there's the USB-C port. So you could just plug in an external hard drive to it, and now you just have all the space in the world.
True. Thing is the best. If you haven't gotten one, highly recommend it.
It's worth it. It's worth the money.
100%. Yeah, that's about all we've played this week. Not too much in the playing department, just because, we're coming out of a holiday. We're back to work. We're back to going to the gym and lifting things and putting them down. So,
when you walk in the door, you just fall to the floor like it's over.
Pretty much. It feels like that, man. Like, I get done work and then I go to the gym and then I'm like, okay, I'm done for the day. My day is over. I just gotta wait until bedtime in this chair, not moving.
Till it's the middle of the week and we're just like, oh, we have a show to do.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, what are you gonna do? But yeah, let's get to the news. This news is brought to you by us. Go buy our merch.
Yep. Boom. That's
also go watch the Christmas video, because if you didn't see it, it's up.
Good time.
And I might get something like this in it. Go check it out. Cool.
Yes. Sorry, I was looking at the Discord.
I thought you froze for a second.
My reaction was like late.
You just like stopped moving, and I was like, "Is it frozen? Or what's going on?"
No. I'm here, yo.
All right. So we talked about a lot of heavy topics last week, like the Harry Potter shit and some other stuff along the lines of that, with like the new Netflix Witcher show being bad, and then the Pokemon stuff. So this week we got a little bit less for you in terms of like big news. It's a little quick hitters.
Yeah. Which is
starting
common around the holidays. It's like the big news hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get like a random PlayStation event at the beginning of February.
You think so?
Like beginning of February or just February as a month. Like if I had to say a month that it's happening, it's February. I think it's going to be a beginning, but it's going to be in that month, I believe.
I feel like we're going to get big announcements across the board around between February and April, only because the fiscal year in the gaming industry ends in March. So they're either going to try to get out a bunch of like news to please their investors before March happens, or they're going to start the new fiscal year with a bang and have a bunch of news come out.
True. Oh shit! Fuck! I also played the Forspoken demo.
Oh, you played that? How was it?
Yeah,
I have that. I never played it. Never touched it. That good, huh?
It's very clunky with the controls. Like, I see what they're trying to do, but it's a bit much.
Do you like what they're trying to do?
I like the idea of it. I think the execution just isn't great with like the control scheme, at least.
Yeah.
At least for like console. I mean, it's a PlayStation exclusive, right? Or is it on PC too?
I don't remember. I want to say it's PlayStation, but I don't remember.
I think it might just be PlayStation. If it's just PlayStation, and let's just say it's not PC for sake of argument, it feels weird on a controller. Like, I could see this being a keyboard and mouse game really well, where, like, you hold down a button, and then that causes you to pull up, like, your selection wheel of your magic spells. There's pretty much, like, I think it's 3 total selection wheels that you have. There's the specific type of magic you're using, which is holding down 2 buttons. And then once you get into there's 3 different versions of the same magic, but different spell versions of it.
Right.
And then each of those magics have 2 different ways to use it, by holding or just doing a regular shot. And some of them don't make sense because it's like when you hold it, like there's one that's like a machine gun that shoots rocks. Like you're just holding your hand out and then like rocks are shooting out of your hand like a Gatling gun, right? But then when you hold it for a certain period of time, it like does this like charge shot that like shoots like a bigger rock or whatever. But you're already holding the button because you're using a Gatling gun.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
So it's like you go for the Gatling gun for a certain amount of time, and then it automatically does that heavy shot. And I don't always want to use the heavy shot, but it's always going to happen.
It's almost like you gotta hold it very quick successions in order to keep the rocks.
And I don't want to. It didn't feel right. Also, like the demo was just annoying because I was like, okay, so what's the dodge button? What's this button? What's that button? And until you get to a certain point in the tutorial, you can't use those skills. And I realized that early on because I was fighting something and I had no dodge option. I was pressing circle because I'm like, circle is normally the dodge option in most games. So I'm like holding my left stick and moving around and hitting circle and nothing's happening. And then I get like to a bridge pretty much. And it's like, there's a bunch of enemies here. When you're fighting a ton of enemies, you're going to need to dodge. Press circle and left analog stick at the same time to do that. I was
trying to do that.
And I'm like, I was trying to do this already. Like, you don't lock the controls from being able to be used. Like, if I figure it out myself early before the tutorial tells me, that's fine. Like, it's still there once I get there, but you don't lock them. Like, that's so weird. Yeah. It was a nitpick, to say the least. That's, like, very nitpicky, but I was just like, it's a weird flex. And then you couldn't lock on to people for a certain amount of time, too. I'm like, what are we doing here? What's going on? But I had a bad time with it when I got to that bridge where there was a mini boss, and this is like right as it tells you how to dodge. So I'm like spamming the fuck out of it now. But I'm on a bridge, and since I'm spamming the dodge out of the way, I go over the ledge because I'm not paying attention because I just got this new skill now on this very thin area, which was stupid. You should have told me back in like way back when it was just ground and I was surrounded by walls, because then I at least know how to start like getting used to it.
Right.
You made me get used to it and unlocked it for me on a fucking bridge.
Not smart.
So I fell, and I couldn't get back up to where the boss fight was. So I just closed the game and deleted it. I was like, yeah, no, I'm not doing it. I was like, the fact that I can't go back to where I just was from where I just landed, no, I'm done. Instantly.
Now I want to play it.
Here's the thing. It is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
It still doesn't look good to me visually. Like the characters in like the cutscene look horrendous for what this is supposed to be like a next gen title. It looks like a fucking PS3 game visually, and it's not even like style wise. It's just like graphically it looks very, very low resolution.
Yeah.
And the character models are not good. The hair is terrible. Like the effects that are done are good, but like it's not all around good, which is the problem.
Right.
But needless to say, I also don't believe I will be buying this game now. I have no confidence that this is going to score well unless there's like major overhauls or they push it back. I could see them pushing it back from all the bullshit that's happening with like people tweeting about it, but we'll wait and see.
I guess we'll see.
But yeah, definitely try it for like 5-10 minutes, honestly, though. That's all you need is 5-10 minutes of just moving around. The movement's fun, but then it becomes like tedious and the controls are clunky. So
I'll try it out whenever I use the Christmas gift you got me and dust off my plate.
Hell yeah. But yeah, getting into the news. Quickie. We have a quickie one. Fortnite has a shield in it now, like Reinhardt from Overwatch.
The big gold shield.
Yeah. So that's a thing. Which is also funny because there's hammers in the game now too, which is just Reinhardt's loadout in Overwatch 2. So
is the shield, you just have it?
Yeah, it's an item that you have in one of your slots, and it has a percentage at the bottom right that pretty much gets dwindled down as more damage is done to it. And I believe once it's broken, it's broken. I don't know if there's a recharge thing or not. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. I haven't played with it yet, but needless to say, it's going to change a lot of fights that happen with multiple teammates behind the shield and just shooting through it at the enemies. So
Gotcha. Word. Next up. Okay, I don't. Kenny Omega's Sephiroth entrance. What does NJPW mean?
New Japan Pro Wrestling pay-per-view, Wrestle Kingdom, which is one of their big ones. Yeah, I know you know, but this pay-per-view was apparently really good. Not only was it all the New Japan Pro Wrestling guys, but there was this guy who's an AEW guy, and there was also a WWE wrestler at this as well, which is kind of unfounded, and people are like talking about like this is like we're gonna cross some streams now. Like this is like DC and Marvel collabing, like in the wrestling world, pretty much. But yeah, man, the entrance is fucking phenomenal. If you haven't watched the video, it's over in our Discord. It's very good. He comes down to the Sephiroth beam, and he does like the whole. One of his finishing move is the one-winged angel. So instead of doing two wings, he did the one wing out. But yeah, it's
that's pretty fire.
So good, so good. Plus, his armor that he was wearing too. Such a good fuck, and it was a great match too. Even better, like.
Dope.
Sorry, wrestling's cool.
That's fire.
Go watch the video. You'll see and you'll like it.
I'm sure I will. All right. PlayStation had their CES showcase today where they introduced Project Leonardo, a highly customizable accessibility controller kit designed to help players with disabilities play more easily, more comfortably, and for longer periods of time.
This looks really interesting, design wise.
I need to see like a demonstration because it's hard to tell how it works without seeing someone do it.
I think there was a video of it.
I'm sure there
could
was.
be wrong though. Yeah, there's a video talking about it and the perspectives of being a gamer with disabilities, but I don't believe they actually show off usage of the controller yet. but I kind of like the look of it, and I'm kind of tempted to get one. Like, I could almost see someone using this as like a fight stick for fighting games.
You know what? It does kind of give me that vibe.
Like, you got the what's it called, joystick, and that's like one arm, and then you could program all those other buttons to be whatever you want them to be. Like, that's pretty close to being like a fight stick. I don't know how many buttons a fight stick has nowadays with some of like the more recent games and whatnot, but back in the day it was just, 2 buttons. So
yeah, true.
I'm sure you can fucking work with this and do some good shit.
Do some damage.
Yeah, but it's cool looking. I like the look of it more than anything else. Like, it just looks nice.
Right. I agree. It's like a little flying saucer almost.
Yeah, kind of. It's like the tops of the flying saucer thing in Men in Black 1.
There you go.
Next up, a Gran Turismo movie has some leaked screenshots going from Wario 64 coming out.
They showed the trailer at the same showcase.
Oh, it was a trailer.
Yeah.
Shit. I thought it was leaked because these pictures don't look amazing quality. But that being said,
captures.
Gran Turismo Cargo Vroom.
Go Vroom, the movie. Comes out August 11th. I didn't watch the trailer. I mean, obviously, I would need to gain context, but I think we said it on this podcast before. Like, unless it's like Fast and the Furious, then I don't. What is it?
I feel like it's just a regular racing movie, and they're just putting the property name of Gran Turismo on it.
I mean, what else could you do?
Nothing, really. Because I don't think Gran Turismo has, like, campaigns and shit like that, right?
They have a campaign. It's just...
But it's not, like, character-based, is it? Like, nobody's like, oh, yeah, I love Chet from Gran Turismo 4, you know?
True. Chet.
That's the podcast title. Chet from Gran Turismo 4.
The trailer's a minute. I'm about to watch. Oh, wait, no, this is behind the scenes. Fuck that. I don't want to see behind. I don't want to see any trailer. Where the fuck is that?
Either way, man. Like, I don't know. I understand wanting to make video game adaptations, but I feel like this is a bit of a stretch when it comes to, like, a video game movie.
Well, yes. Okay, if the trailer's 1 minute long, I'm about to watch this.
Okay.
Okay, car revving up. All right.
That's how they do that.
Guy in a helmet in the car.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's a guy doing a voiceover. It looks like the game. And there's car people like, this is going to be amazing. This movie.
That's it?
I'm still watching. They're showing like behind the scenes. They just show scenes of people doing people things and then cars racing. And they're talking about how good the sound is.
These motherfuckers. These fuckers talking about sound design. I don't give a fuck what engine goes brrr and which one goes brrr. I don't give a shit. That's dumb.
All right, it's over. Yo.
The only thing that matters about a car is what color it is. That's the only cool part about a car. And what's on the inside with the upholstery and shit. That's the only thing that's cool about a car is how you can personalize it. That's it. I don't care about how fast it goes. Fuck that. I'm not on the road going 120 to go to fucking Wendy's. Fuck, man.
We have set Chris off. I want you to watch this. I think this is a funny little part of this podcast. I'm going to send you this link. This is literally Cargo Room, the trailer. You just hear Room through the whole thing. I just sent it to you.
The fact that the thumbnail for it is just some guys.
It's just two dudes next to a car. The guys take up more room than the car does. It has a big PlayStation logo in the back.
Okay, so they have cameras on cars.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool, I guess. Some cool drone shots. David Harbour is in it.
I don't know who that is by name anyway.
The dude from Stranger Things that plays the cop, and he was also Red Guardian and Black Widow.
Okay, now I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's also the really bad Santa from this year, from the Violent Night movie, where he beats up people.
Yeah.
So, timeout. No. No. Because I just made a realization, I'm pretty sure, about who's directing this. 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
So, we have David Harbour as a character. Archie Madequee. That's the only way I can pronounce his name. I'm sorry if I'm wrong.
Madequee.
As another racer. But then the director... 1 second. This better be who I think it is. It's not the director, but he's in the movie. Fucking Orlando Bloom.
Shout out to Orlando Bloom, yo.
This man has fallen from grace. This man used to be Will Turner, god damn it, in the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. And now he is Danny Moore, guy with headphones.
Listen, yo.
This is bad.
Sorry. I caught something from that trailer.
This doesn't look good. Like, it just...
But did you hear all that vroom? Did you get that sweet sound design from that trailer?
I did not, sadly.
Did you hear the guy talking about the sound though?
Yeah, I skipped to that part, and I was like, I don't know, man. It's one of those things where they're literally just putting the Gran Turismo game title on it to make money. Because then what they're gonna do is the fucking movie's gonna come out, then they're gonna come out with DLC that's based on the movie, and then they're gonna do even more bullshit in the next game. They'll put Orlando Bloom on the cover or something. I don't fucking know.
The cover's gonna be that same art on that trailer thing I just
probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's the thing that's happening.
I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this. Sony got to. Last of Us better be good. The show. It looks like it's gonna be really good, but it
they
gotta
just put
be.
out a statement about it today that the amount of money that it cost for one episode in The Last of Us cost more money than a whole entire season of Game of Thrones.
Really? Because Game of Thrones was millions upon millions per episode.
Yeah, apparently it was like one episode was like more than a whole entire season or some shit. Let me see if I can find that.
That's a lot because like Game of Thrones is like $20 million. Like episodes.
Yeah. They just put out a statement of it. 10 million an episode. Last of Us season 1 cost up to $100 million.
Episode of Game of Thrones cost. Yeah, the first Game of Thrones season 1 was $6 million an episode. After the first 5 seasons, the budget jumped to $10 million per episode for season 6 and 7, with the final season costing $15 million per episode.
So fucking Last of Us is going in from the start. Because they're using like they're at the same amount of money that the successful part of Game of Thrones was at, which is insane for just the first season.
It has to be successful because PlayStation is their movies and stuff aren't doing that well. Like fucking
Uncharted.
Uncharted, thank you. And now that Gran Turismo movie ain't gonna do shit.
Nope.
So I'm already counting that out. So Uncharted and this is like,
yeah.
Last of Us, we got Last of Us coming, and then Amazon has the right to God of War, so that'll be interesting.
Yeah. That'll be a show, though. That's the thing. Shows are the correct choices for these. But speaking of properties that have had movies made about them, Hitman. The Hitman franchise has just grown into a smaller and more condensed area in which Hitman 3, the game that's been out for about a year or so, or year 2, has now become Hitman World of Assassination. So they changed the name of Hitman 3 entirely into World of Assassinations, almost like an Overwatch 1, Overwatch 2 thing. And pretty much you can play every single game in the trilogy from that now, this new hub. And it seems like that this is going to be the new hub for the Hitman series. Whether or not a new game entirely will be released, or at least the amount of content from the whole entire game that will be released, will be through this now, it seems. As like a, almost like the Fortnite of Hitman, where you go for everything. So, pretty neat. Kind of what GTA is doing as well, so. I don't know if Hitman is as popular as GTA when it comes to, like how big that game got, but still.
Yeah. We'll see. I mean, like, I like Hitman games. I like them a lot. So I am fully on board with this blowing up.
Hell yeah.
Did you just see this thing in the y'all's fantasy league Discord? No. There's been a game name change. The Last of Us which was Last of Us Factions 2 is now Last of Us a multiplayer game, which obviously I'm sure that's going to change too. The announcement date changed from no date to Wednesday, January 4th, 2023, which was yesterday now.
I don't know if that's accurate, and I think that the robot in that chat
is drunk,
is smoking some weed.
Yeah,
because that's very incorrect. Because that didn't come out yesterday.
I know they said that it's no longer. Well, this is a while ago they announced that, but it's no longer DLC. It's its own standalone thing.
Yeah.
At least we know it's coming this year. I don't know what this robot's talking about.
This robot is not right. That's all I could say. That's the most thought in my brain that I can put forward. We do have news that I didn't post, but let me post that now. Do you want to take the next one, and then while this one's loading up, I can look at it for a second?
Yeah. A new teaser. New teaser trailer says 2023 is the year of Payday 3. So Payday 3 is on the horizon. I personally have never played a Payday games. Heard good things about the Payday games, but all in all, Payday 3 has been announced. So
yeah.
That is something to look forward to for those who are a fan of the Payday series.
It's me. Played the shit out of Payday 2 back in the day with Ryan on our shitty laptops that we used to have. And it was a fun game series. It's kind of sandboxy in a way. Like, you're pretty much just a crew of bank robbers or just criminals in general doing criminal things. And you gotta, like, work with each other to break into places, steal the most money, and get out of there before the cops come and shit.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, it's a good time. It's one of those things where I didn't expect to like it as much as I do, but then I loved it. And then they just kept adding more to it. Like, each of the operators has, like, a clown mask that they wear. It's, like, very famous for each character and whatnot. But then there were different masks you could get. There was even I think it was a point where you could get H3H3, if you know them from YouTube. The stack of beanies that they would wear back in the day. You could get that as a hat at one point, and, like, they were in the game, which is very funny. But, yeah, man. Payday is fun. So, looking forward to that.
Dope.
Next up in the news, D&D's Wizards of the Coast. It reportedly canceled 5 unannounced games.
Jeez.
Yeah, so the company behind Dungeons & Dragons and Magic the Gathering has reportedly canceled 5 unannounced games alongside layoffs affecting fewer than 15 people, according to Bloomberg. Let me see if I can scroll down a little bit. So pretty much the news of this change follows the release of Dungeons & Dragons Dark Alliance's release last year, which did not fare too well with the critics and players, amidst Larian Studios' continued development on Baldur's Gate 3, which does not seem to be a part of this whole games getting shut down. But pretty much they're just saying these are still coming. One project in the work that is now canceled went under the name Jabberwocky, according to Bloomberg, and 2 more externally developed games in early development are no longer going forward as well. And the cancellations and layoffs come as the parent company of Hasbro their shares have fallen 40% as of last year. So
Yikes.
yeah. No offense to Hasbro, just because, you know, I have a lot of Hasbro products literally on my wall. But they definitely were slacking in the collectibles market last year a little bit when it came to upping prices and whatnot. So I could see why they're kind of in a downward trend, especially with all the stuff that they've made this year. A lot of it going on clearance now after the holidays, just because the stores needed to get the fuck out of the building.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's a lot of games that got canceled. Luckily, Baldur's Gate 3 is fine. So I remember we saw another trailer for that at Game Awards. Yeah. And I like the look of it a lot. And I've never played a Baldur's Gate before.
I've never played Baldur's Gate either.
I'm interested in that one. But yeah.
Wow.
I think is that all we got, I guess?
No.
No.
I just read something and I'm trying to get to it. Hold on.
All right. While you're looking for that, as a quickie news, Fall Guys just gave us 3 new skins in the store of characters from Invincible. Both Invincible and Adam Eve are in the game, and then what's his name again? Oh, it's like Omega, or what's the dad's name?
Omni-Man.
Omni-Man. It's something with an O. I knew it was that. But Omni-Man, Invincible himself, Mark, and Adam Eve are all now in the game, coming on the news that is coming this month of the series season 2, coming to Amazon Prime very, very soon. So yeah.
Looking forward to that. Okay, I found it. This came out of nowhere. A pre-order just went live from the account Cheap Ass Gamer Video Game Deals I follow.
Mm-hmm.
They put up the Amazon, Walmart, and Best Buy links for Metroid Prime 4, which, for those who are in the know, this game was announced years ago. They started getting it developed. They canceled complete development, started over. It's the most delayed game in Switch history, anyway.
Damn.
Like, it was announced like either the year of or the year after Switch came out. And a pre-order just went live. So people are like, is this a joke, or does this mean that there's a direct happening at like tomorrow or some shit, or soon?
I mean, listen, man, Nintendo has to do something soon to keep their audience, in my opinion. After the Steam Deck has come out, and after, you know, Pokemon is shit, and they have really nothing left besides Breath of the Wild 2 to look forward to, I don't feel like the Switch is long for this world.
They definitely need to bring out a new console.
Yeah. 2017 is when it came out, man. That's insane.
Yeah, it is. That time flew by. But I think that I want to say they should do that this year, but it's Nintendo, so I probably feel like they won't. I think the time of a Switch Pro has passed. I don't think at this point they just need to go to the next thing.
Yeah.
I would have, if I had to guess, it's either going to be holiday season, which I don't think it's going to be, but if it had to be this year, it wouldn't be to the end of it. And 100%. If it's not the end of it, I would assume 2024.
Yeah.
Because Nintendo's a lot of things, but they know when to, like, it's time to fold, man. It's time to fold. I bet we probably get for this year, this Metroid Prime 4 thing just happened, so I'm assuming we're going to get that, Zelda, and with the Mario movie coming this year, they'd be pretty stupid to not capitalize and put out some kind of Mario game.
Yeah, that's a good point. One of those things I was like, I thought they were going to come out with the second Mario in the Odyssey franchise by now.
What I'm waiting for. It's been rumored that that's a thing.
It's one of those things where it's like, if they were coming out with it, it would have been somewhat of a tease by now, you know,
right?
Especially with the movie trailers all coming out and shit. Like, you would have needed to put them out around the same time to strike while the iron is hot. Like, the only thing that's hot right now besides the movie trailers itself is the fucking McDonald's toys that you can go get for it. That's it. Yeah. Besides that, nobody's thinking about Mario at all.
I think that
maybe the park that's opening in California, but you know, it's
a lot going for Mario right now if you think about the movie and the park this year.
Yeah.
So it's almost like where's what it's built on? Where's the game?
You know how it's a fucking game character, guys? Yeah. Can we do that maybe?
There is a rumor.
We're giving you Mario Kart 8 shit, guys. Come on.
Mario Kart 9 is allowed to come out now on Nintendo.
No,
that's number one.
Nope.
We mean no.
Mario Kart 8 forever. Mario Kart 8 100 years.
They're gonna, you know, they gotta ruin it. Mario Kart 9 is gonna come out and it's gonna be okay, but I feel like 8 is now like the favorite Mario Kart. So now this is gonna be the one that's the standard.
Yeah, it's like the melee,
right,
of its generation.
Exactly. There has been rumored that there's going to be they're done with the like new Super Mario Brothers games. There's going to be a new side-scrolling Mario game, which of course I'm excited about. But that's been rumored. Odyssey 2 has been rumored. I don't know when these things are going to happen, but I would say like if Mario comes out in April, the movie comes out in April. E3 is in June. Maybe they let the hype ride for the movie, and then in June drop a trailer or something for a game.
That could work.
So that's all. That's my only guess. Other than that, Nintendo plays by some weird rule book no one's ever seen before. So who knows?
Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm still in the boat of not being super excited about the movie, and I kind of want to stay there, if I'm being honest, because if I'm staying there and then it's good, it's going to be even better for me. Mm-hmm. Like, as a whole, like I want to be a cynic as fuck and be like, it's going to suck, and then walk in there and be proven wrong, and then I'm like, holy shit, I loved that movie, that's a great feeling.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm still not, like, even after all the trailers, I'm still not like sold. I don't know why I'm not sold by it, but I feel like that guy. Like, I'm just being like, no, fuck you.
You're like me with Avatar.
Kinda.
I just can't pretend to care about it.
I just care about it visually. That's it.
Yeah,
because like the technology.
Beautiful, but it's just, like, I feel like I'm gonna. It's one of those things that's so fucking popular that it's just like y'all are making me feel crazy for not caring about it. Yeah, I feel like I'm supposed to care about it.
I felt that exact same way about the television show American Horror Story, whatever it's called. That one, like, people freak out about that every single fucking season it comes in. They're like, oh my god, Lady Gaga's in it this season. I'm like, I couldn't give less of a fuck. I also couldn't give less of a fuck about Lady Gaga, if I'm being honest, too. She kind of fits in this mold as well. Maybe she's the problem. No, but she's not. I just don't care about her as, like, I mean,
I get it.
Like, sure, your music's great. I don't care, though. Mm-hmm. I'm not listening to it. I don't care. What does she call her audience? I think she calls her audience monsters. I think Yeah.
So what?
Rude. How dare you?
Rude. I think that's the news. Unless something else pops up. Right now, all my devices are quiet. Nothing's popped up on the screen. Nothing's happening.
I'm just gonna refresh my page where I have video game news up. Let's see. Everybody looks like they're just talking about the what's it called? Yep, it's pretty much just the Wizards of the Coast thing. Yep. That's about it. Needless to say, a very light week, here's the thing, and this beautiful thing. It was a short episode this week. That's not often that this happens.
No. How much time were we at?
We're about an hour and 15, which is pretty short for us.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good. Plus, you guys, if you guys join over on our Patreon, you got 4 more podcasts coming at you this month that are just us shooting the shit casually and not as focused on games, which in theory is a little bit better, especially at the beginning of the year, considering there's not much news about games. So make sure you hop on over to that Patreon, check it out. The $5 tier gets you all the podcasts and the backlog. And then the $10 tier lets you come on the podcast at the end of this coming month when we tell you the date. But you need to be in the Discord to do that. So also join the Discord.
Please join. Please.
Please and thank you.
Good time. You will enjoy yourself. I promise you that.
Hell yeah.
Sure of it. Join the Discord and be like, I'm here because Chris said I'd enjoy myself, and we will make it our duty to make sure that you enjoy yourself.
Duty.
There you go. We're already entertaining you with duty.
Hell yeah. And then also go watch the Christmas video that we did. We made a Christmas video, so go check that out. Bitch Made is on its way back to y'all's screens this coming weekend with the first episode of the Resident Evil replay, where we start as third-person players. So we're gonna get that out to you Friday. Stream for myself. Nothing special. I haven't really bought many figures anymore. I have new shelving though. That's pretty neat.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Pretty nice shelving. I got these shells from Amazon. Not the corner one's cool by itself, but that's beside the point. I got these shells. It was a 4-pack for like $20, and it's just like an L bracket with a metal, and then these pieces of wood that you just screw the L brackets on. I was so fucking like shocked because you literally just line the shit up like the L bracket on the side, take a little baby screw, and you could just screw directly into the wood. I was like, that's crazy, yo. There's no pilot holes. You don't have to drill shit. You just, with a little screwdriver that they gave you in the box, perfectly fine. Just goes straight in. It feels soft, but it's not.
I mean, idiot proof.
Pretty much. It really much. It feels like those boards you use in karate for like the kids to like get their new belts and shit. But like, it's also doesn't feel like it's gonna break over the slightest bit of weight. So it's pretty fucking good, and I'm excited to put some shit on it, which I haven't for 3-4 days. So that sucks. But
time's coming though.
Hell yeah, man. Time's coming. Keep an eye out. We're gonna do a sponsorship soon, guys.
We will.
Very, very soon. Coming to a Twitch near you, where we'll need the community to probably download a mobile game. And
it's
do a thing.
Y'all know what to do. We did this before.
Yeah.
But we trust you that you'll help us.
Yeah. We appreciate
Achieve this goal.
Hell yeah. And then after that, we'll look into. We got to figure out who we can get to be like a weekly sponsor for the show.
That's what we need.
Yeah. Like nothing like crazy, you know? Like we don't need like a bunch of money per episode, but just like a spot, you know? Like this week's news is brought to you by Fart.
Yeah. Fart. For all your gaseous needs.
All of them.
Didn't we have a fart related title? I already forgot it.
Not for this episode, I don't think. I think we said the word fart once
it was
prior.
About fart, and I don't remember it now.
Shit. Well,
before
you guys, before you forget all the titles, make sure you guys always save before quitting. And we will see you guys next week with more energy, hopefully.
Probably not, but
yeah,
we'll have our same charm.
We don't lose that. That's one thing. Yeah. All right, that's the thumbnail right there.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it's funny because that's a thing from a wrestler.
It is.
Yeah. Yeah. You know the wrestler?
Yes.
What company is he from?
Chris.
This is the easiest one. This is the best part. Is like you have 4. You have like technically you have 3 to choose from after today's news story. Your odds are in your favor.
WWE.
Nope.
This is what I would have said if I wasn't going to say AEW.
You got it. See, I was almost tricked
you.
for a second there, but I knew you knew. I knew that you knew the wrestler.
You had to know I knew. Because I knew.
He's really good too, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think?
Love him.
Well, that's great, because you should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. God damn. One of these days you'll actually watch wrestling and you'll be like, hey, man, you know what? Chris was right about these fuckers. They are pretty cool.
Before.
No, but like current day wrestling with like...
I watched current day wrestling before because you told me to turn it on before.
Yeah, but you didn't watch it for more than 20 minutes.
I watched it. You told me to watch it. I forgot why.
Because I was there.
That was the one you were there for?
Yeah, because I was in the camera. Brett and I always get tickets to be like where the hard cam is.
They were in some kind of, was it fucking cage or some shit? And they were climbing the outside of it to get to the top of it. I don't know. It might not be the one you were at. It was a different one because it was. You were at that one?
I think I was at one with a cage match. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I was at one with a cage match.
Oh well, if you were there, then that's the one. I watched it.
Yeah, some good shit, man. Wrestling is good.
And I'm like,
right
there
now.
they go. They sure are wrestling right now,
dude. There's some good wrestling happening right now. It's a good time to be a wrestling fan. If you're not a wrestling fan, you can literally watch WWE now, and it's actually good, which is crazy.
Yeah, wasn't that a whole thing before?
Yeah, it wasn't good for fucking years. Like the past 2-3 years, it's just been like duty, but now it's good. And then AEW has been good for the past 3-4 years, and it's still good. So that's great. Now we have multiple things to watch a week. And then there's the Japanese company that's doing really good shit. And then there's the other company that's doing good shit. And then there's all these indies that are doing good shit. So it's just like on Instagram or TikTok, just wrestling that's good all around.
Wrestling on wrestling on wrestling.
Yeah. I saw one today that was like a backyard wrestling video. I sent it to Ryan. I don't know if I sent it to you or not, but I want to see if your reaction of the clip that happens, if I could send it to you. Because Jesus Christ, this man probably almost died. If I could find it,
No.
I don't think I can. I don't think I sent it to Ryan. It's not in there. Fuck, did I send it to Brett? I did send it to Brett. That's where it is. All right. I'm going to send you this video.
Mm-hmm.
You just need the full reaction of the thing that happens literally in the first 2 seconds.
Okay.
It's a nice little reel on Instagram.
Where's
On
you sent it on Instagram?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, got you.
Yeah, sorry. I don't have the ability to get the Instagram link and then, do the thing.
You.
I don't have the technology for that yet. I still have dial-up.
All right, I'm about to watch it. I'm watching it.
All right.
Wait. No, I gotta.
Can you narrate what's happening in
I have
this
to watch
video?
it again. I have to restart it. Okay, dude. Wait, let me pause it. Okay, a guy puts his head.
Set the scene.
All right, the scene is insane. Okay, there's a guy laying. Okay, there's a guy on top of a platform with his head through a ladder.
Okay.
Who's going, and a guy laying on the ground below him with, what is this on him? A barrel? Like, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
It's a barrel? That's what that is?
Yeah.
Okay. And the guy with his head through the ladder flips off the top platform, lands on the barrel, which is on top of the guy. The ladder flies out, and the guy who jumped lands outside of the ring onto these two 2x4s.
Yeah.
He's pinning the dude now. 3 count pin. Ladder man 1.
Yeah. So the boards that he lands on are actually what's underneath the ring. That is the ring, just torn apart.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, dude, that man is gonna hurt. Wrestling's good, man.
All looks painful.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's this is the longest post-credit scene ever. And I'm gonna have to
That's right, there's a little podcast on.
I'm gonna have to put this goddamn Instagram video.
You have to put this video up though.
Shit. I don't know how to get a video from Instagram and download it.
Can you screen record on your phone?
No.
You can't?
I have to get an app for that, I think. Unless I can, I just have never done it, which is probably the actual case.
I'll get you the video right now and screen record it.
Yeah, I know you can do it on iPhone extremely easy, but I don't know. I can cast my... Oh, I do have a screen record thing. Shit.
So I don't need to do this.
Yeah, you don't have to. I didn't know that I had that on my phone.
All right, cool.
I've never used it, to be fair. Oh, I'm recording my screen currently. Let me stop doing that. Cool, awesome. Cool. Look at that. We learned something today.
I'm glad we came together and learned something.
I've just never used it. That's crazy. Well, this has been a podcast.
It has.
I am so tired.
I don't... That's my entire life right now. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah. I'm gonna go to sleep and then wake up hopefully at the right time tomorrow, because I'm gonna be busy at work tomorrow.
Luckily I'm off tomorrow, but I just have mad shit to do, so it's not gonna feel like I'm off tomorrow.
Damn. So we gotta record another Patreon podcast tomorrow is what you're saying. 3 days in a row of podcast recording. Yeesh. I don't know if that can happen.
We'll talk throughout the day.
Yeah, we'll see, but here's the thing. Judging by the amount of energy that we both have currently for this episode, I don't think it's gonna go up for tomorrow. Let's just put it that way.
You working out tomorrow?
I mean, I might.
I am too.
Yeah, like I wanna,
We hate ourselves.
Listen, I'm trying to feel better. I'm trying to have bolder shoulders. Is that what they call them, right? Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Bolder Shoulders is the podcast title now.
No, we can't. It came at the very end of the show.
Exactly. They have to stay and see what the podcast title is about. That's how you get views and engagement.
I really want to know what that fart thing was. We said something with the word fart in it, and that was going to be the title, and I don't remember what it was. I'm about to just call the whole page. The podcast is about to just be called a Gran Tourismo trailer. Cargo.
No.
Too.
Gran Tourismo.
Man, that's some low-hanging fruit. Tourismo.
Yeah, that's right there. That's some creativity, baby.
True that.
All right. I'm gonna stop recording because I'm tired.
All right, stop recording.
Yeah, all right. Oh shit.